The purpose of a debate is for me to look at something when, like the moment where Hillary Clinton and Trump are going at it, and Hillary says, him and all he didn't pay any taxes, and he didn't do this, and he didn't do that. And then the moderator asks Trump a question and says, is it true that you paid this? He says, yes. I will use every single tax code that you have, just like all her donors do. And by the way, you've been there for 36 years. How come you've never changed it? So me as the voter sits there and says, that's a very good point. Huh. You've been there for 30. That's the debate. It gets people thinking.
Sure.
So if I'm going into a debate and I didn't make anybody think, what was the purpose of debate?
Sure. Well, now, fair point. Well, the point that I was trying to make is that ideologically we're not aligned here. I'm supporting Trump. Was I supporting Trump 5, 10 years ago?
No, you were not.
So I'm all behind Trump. Everybody wants to criticize Trump right now. The thing that I'm basically establishing is the fact that this guy has a luxury of living in America and wants to criticize the heck out of Trump when I'm defending Trump and our troops. The point that I was saying is I'm defending Trump. Dave's the type of person that'll root for the bad guy in the bad movie. So that's who Dave is. Aside from that, other than that, I understand what you're talking about. The reason that I brought up the Coleman Hughes, and I encourage people to go watch it. This was the sort of like the swan song event. Imagine you hype up this event. Here's what's going on. The SLS is coming this weekend. Yeah. Here's what's going on. And this debate takes place, and it was a 12-0 drubbing. So that's my point. Should I have conveyed it a little bit better? Sure. Should I have not brought up someone else's debate in my debate? Maybe I'll learn that for the next time. That's fine. But the reality is this. He got whooped, and I called him out on it. That's all it was.
Yeah, but it was your fight and his.
Sure. For the next time, I'll debate him just heads on. I brought up something from the past.
Well, my feedback isn't actually that. My feedback is